What's going on, everybody? SpaceBallz here. Welcome back to another Calibria the Guardians video. Today, guys, we are back on crazypants account. If you remember, we just recently did a summoning session for him, aka his name on Discord is Turbo Monkey. The only reason he didn't use Turbo Monkey in the game is because it wasn't available. So he used crazypants, which I actually really like the name crazypants. So today we're going to be building him a lair team and doing an account review. As you guys know, I spent 2 or 3 hours on his account already, just going over it, seeing his rune quality, what I think is best, and I think it's best that he starts going into lair and farming a little bit of C12 and L12 on the side. So let's get right into it, guys. Here we go. Now, first thing here, I want to go over everything. I'm going to show you everything the before. Then I'm going to pause it. I'm going to re-rune everything, upgrade the runes, and then I'll come back and I'll show you the after. So this way you guys don't have to sit through like a 40-minute video of me re-runing his monsters. This way you can see the before and then you can see the after. So now his rune quality is, he definitely needs to farm more runes. Let's just put it that way. He's doing a great job, but we need to do some upgrades and we definitely need to farm him some more runes. So I would definitely recommend, after I build his lair team, farming up as many conflict runes as possible and then going back to C12 and L12 and farming that as much as possible again. So he's got 3 Holy Swordsmen built. He doesn't have a Bone King. And he's got a 4th Holy Swordsman. So I figured for now, we can use Athena in the place of the Bone King until he builds his 4th Holy Swordsman. Because this team will actually work better with 4 Holy Swordsmen. So for now, he can use Athena. And then we can go back. He can, when we finish, he can build his 4th Holy Swordsman and switch it with Athena if it's better. I'm pretty sure 4 Holy Swordsmen will be better because I don't think she's fully skilled up unless she's fully skilled up in her team skill, and then she would probably be better for it. Let's see here. Yeah, no, she's not skilled up, so yeah, he's probably better off just building the 4th Holy Swordsman and throwing him in the team and taking her out. But for now, we're going to use her in the team. And he's pretty much got everything else built, but we're definitely going to have to do some rune switching because I was going over it. It's like this hit percentage has got to go. Definitely don't want slot 6 hit percentage, so we're going to get rid of that. His HP is good. See, attack slot 2. And I noticed this a lot on your account, and I notice this a lot on a lot of, newer beginner players. What happens is they see other people doing it, other bigger YouTubers doing it, and they don't realize that these YouTubers have late game really good runes. When you're new to the game, you don't want to go with DPS based support units. Now I know a lot of people do it, especially YouTubers, but the thing about it is when you're new to the game, you want to make sure you stick to supports, speed slot 2, HP and defense for slot 6 and slot 4, and DPS then is attack, crit damage, attack. But you don't want to ruin your supports with DPS runes, and I noticed this a lot on this account particularly. Let's check his golem. HP, HP, HP. Perfect. So we can leave the golem alone. I'm just gonna check in Medusa just to check her. She's good. Let's check your jungle heart. Yeah, you see again, attack, HP, and attack. Yeah, see these double attack, it's no good, especially when you're first breaking into the lair and you start farming, lair content, vapor content. You definitely don't want to have attack, crit damage on your support units. So we're going to take those off. I think everything else is pretty much fine. Then we'll just make those switches as we go. Now don't feel bad or anything, because a lot of people do this. Believe it or not, a lot of people do it. They see other people doing it, so they do it. I'm going to leave your Abyss Lord alone. Maybe I might need some runes from him. So we might have to de-rune some stuff. And again, you can always switch these sets back. Like after I make these sets, so let's say you're farming lair and let's say I take the runes from your Lynch because he's got a really good set on him. So I'm probably going to put one of this set on your Holy Swordsman. So when you need your farmer, when you're not farming lair, you just take the runes from your Holy Swordsman and you put it back on your Lynch. You do your campaign farming, and then when you're done, you put them back on your Holy Swordsman. So that is the beauty of this game, because it does not cost any money to switch runes around. So you got to use that to your advantage. So a set like this, I'm definitely going to strip him and put this on a Holy Swordsman because it's definitely going to help in getting the team where the damage needs to be. Let's just lock everything first before we do it. You know, SpaceBallz is an epic fail, and I love to lock everything just in case. Sometimes I sell things, I don't even realize I sell them, and I go back, I'm like, did I just sell that? As you guys know, we sold our first legendary slot 2 6-star speed rune. So I definitely don't want to make that mistake again. So we're going to de-rune him. And again, when you want to use the lens, you just put the runes back on him. But for now, you're going to be farming lair for like the next couple days. So the most important thing is getting this lair team to where it needs to be. So we're going to do this Holy Swordsman. And we're going to do the Jungle Heart. Golem is good. We're going to rune up. We're going to fix these 2 Holy Swordsmans. They're actually not too bad. These aren't too bad. We just have to upgrade some runes. Attack. Crit damage. Attack. 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 Crit damage. Perfect. So we might not have to do too much switching on that. We might even take this set from Archmage, maybe. And again, you can always switch it back. It's just about using the runes you have to get through the content you need to get through, and then you can always make switches back. Let's just check your Elven Queen just in case we need her. Again with attack, crit damage. So yeah, see, this is no good. So you're probably using her and she's probably dying a lot, and it's because you have attack and crit damage on her. And again, I know a lot of people do this, especially, I don't want to say a lot of people, but a lot of the bigger YouTubers that have really good runes ruin their supports with damage, and I totally get it, but they have late game legendary beautiful runes to do so. So they're able to make up for that HP and defense and speed. So they're able to put that extra, you know, DPS on it. When you're early game like this and your runes aren't great and you just have a very limited amount of runes, you definitely don't want to ruin your supports. Attack, crit damage, attack. It's not going to benefit you. Trust me on that one. HP, defense, and speed. Okay, so your Una is good. She's plus 80, plus 90 speed, which is perfect. Plus 190 speed. Let's check Athena. We need to get her faster because we want her to be the fastest on the team. Because we want her to move first. And we want her to use this skill right here. So this way the Holy Swordsmans move first until you get your 4th Holy Swordsman, and then you can switch her out. But this is what you have built, so this is what we're going to use. Let's see the runes that Lucifer had. I really want Lucifer. I know I don't need him because I have Loki, and everybody says Loki's better. But he does look really cool, man. He looks really cool. I love his look. He's one of the coolest looking monsters in the game, I think. Again, you want to switch his attack to crit damage. We're not going to mess with him too much. I might need to use his runes. We actually are going to strip him because I think I'm going to need to use his new... Because we really want to get your Holy Swordsman as much attack and crit damage as possible. Because the more damage you have, the more successful the team is going to be. And you have the monsters built, so there's no reason not to. We'll leave this rune because it's only a 4-star. We're not going to use it. We're not going to use that. This we might use. This we might use. And no, we're not going to use that. So we'll leave those ones alone. Let's check your Hattori. See if he's got anything we can use. HP, speed. We might, maybe the speed one. For now, we'll leave it alone. I'm not trying to de-rune too much of your stuff. We can actually might even be able to use the Arcanist instead of the Athena. We'll see what happens. She's got good runes on her, so we'll leave her alone. Just in case we want to use her instead. Yeah, she's good to go. She's got 8 double HP. She's got good stats. So she is good. Okay, so I'm gonna pause it here. I'm gonna do some rune upgrading. I'm gonna get everything runed up, and then I will show you guys the after. Okay, so I'll be right back. And poof, we're back. Okay, that was a lot of work, guys. So now you guys saw the after. I mean the before. Here we go. Now you're gonna see the after. Now my goal with this team was, because based on the runes that he had, so we had to do what we could with the runes that he had. So my goal with this team was just to make it as fast as possible, and then to pack as much damage as I possibly could on the Holy Swordsmans, on his DPS. So what we did here with Athena, made her super fast. We want her to move first, so I made sure that she was moving first, and at 110 speed she is going to move first. And then I also switched the skills because all the skills were not what they need to be, so I also did that as well. So I went over all that. So we want her to have the extra immunity because and the extra defense because his druid is not skilled up here. He had skilled this one up, which is fine because the heal you use for other stuff like guild wars and stuff, but for the lair, this skill is very important on your druid, guys, so make sure you're always using energy rain because this is the most important skill to have when you're doing lair, like as an early game player. So skill this up as quick as possible, Crazy Pants, but it should work fine because we're using Athena to back you up with the immunity and the defense up. So now we tried to make him as fast as possible. I wanted him to move second on the team because if he's not going to move last, you want him to kind of move close to first. This way he takes that second turn and gets up that counterattack before the boss goes this way. The Holy Swordsmen will counterattack, but being that they're so slow compared to how fast his supports are going to be, it should work fine. I only tested one thing so far on the guard. We're going to do some further testing in just a second. I just want to show you guys everything so you guys can see it. I want to show you the runes so you guys can see the runes that we put on them. Just going to click them all fast for you. Let's go back to Athena and show you her runes as well. I just used the runes that he had, guys. Again, they're not the best runes, but you got to use what you have. So here's our Una. Our goal with her was to get as much hit percentage on her as possible, because if he does like lawful, we definitely want her to be able to get her attack down and her heal block up as much as possible. So again, I just upgraded, as you can see, we used almost 4 million Kalinite. So I didn't want to go too crazy, so I just did, the necessities, what we needed to do. So hopefully this will show you guys when you're building your team that you don't need to like upgrade every single rune. Just the important ones, the slot 2, 4, and 6. So that's Una. And again, I would like her to be a little bit faster because I want her to move, probably best for her to move second. But again, it's okay because as long as the attack up is on the Holy Swordsmen, which they move last anyways, so it's okay that she's not moving before the Druid and Athena. So which is fine. And we got the Holy Swordsman. I did the best I could with him with these 3 because he doesn't have the best damage runes, and I didn't want to max out the slot 2, 4, and 6 on them because they're not the best runes. So as you farm lair and you get conflict runes, just switch these runes out, because the team might be a little bit slower because you might be lacking a little bit of damage, because you definitely want to get these attack stats higher, but it should do the trick for now. It should work for now, and that's what we're going for. Again, a really fast jungle heart, so she can use this skill and this skill as much as possible. And all the Holy Swordsmen are the same. We go with skill 3, Pure Violence, and skill 2, Fatal Blade. I saw that you had this one and this one, but for lair you don't need this one. You'd rather have this one here to increase the crit rate, and then the counterattack passive, because you want your Holy Swordsmen to take as many turns and counterattack as much as possible. So that's pretty much it. That's what we've been working on. Took me about a good hour to get this together, but I think we got it. So let's check it out. Let's see it in action. Let's see it go. Now I did do one test so far, which was here, as you guys can see. It wasn't as fast as I wanted it to be, but again, we are lacking damage. I think on the actual boss itself, the team will be faster. So let's go here. So we're going to do Una lead. I don't know, I just have like a specific place that I like to put the monsters. Here's the golem. Oh, I didn't show you guys the golem. I didn't switch the golem, no. I kept him exactly the same. This one you can switch eventually, because you don't necessarily need crit rate on your golem. So you can make some switches out here too. I just wanted to make sure that we got the basic set of the team. And again, I did de-rune your shaman and your lynch, but when you want to use them, you could just take the runes from your Holy Swordsman and put it on your shaman, or from your jungle heart and put it on your shaman, because I mostly use the runes from your shaman and put them on your jungle heart. And if you want to use your shaman, you can always just switch them back. It's free, so it's okay. So don't freak out when you sign in and see that, some of your main stuff is unruined. You could just switch it back. So we got Druid. Where's our jungle heart? I don't know, for some reason I just like to have them lined up like this. I know it's probably crazy. Now we want to use the 2 Holy Swordsmen that have the most damage. I believe it's this one. It's not this one. And again, you only need around that 50 to 55% crit rate, especially in evil and chaotic, because you get the 50%, you know, buff from beating the guard. So you do not need to be around 100. I noticed you had a lot of crit rate on him, so I did decrease the crit rate and stack more attack because the attack is more important. Like this one here, I'll show you. This rune you had, no, it wasn't this one. I think it was this one. Nope. Yeah, this one here, you had like a 15% crit rate. I switched that to 22% attack because it's more important to have more attack on them than crit rate once you reach that 40 plus 40 mark, which gives you plus 55 plus the boss plus the 50, you are good to go. So it's better to stack more attack. And then once you max out the slot 2, 4, and 6, they're going to be even stronger. I would recommend on some of these runes though, like this one here, wait to get a better one. This one here, wait to get a better one. And then once you get better ones, then you can max them out. I just maxed out the necessities. This one's actually not too bad. You can max this one out, which will give him more attack overall. So let's see it in action. Let's check it out. Let's see our work in action, guys. I think we did good. I think we did good. We made the support super fast, which if you can, I'm not saying you have to do it this way. It's just he had the runes to make this stuff super fast. So we made it as fast as possible because the faster they are, the more turns they're going to take. And the more support they're going to give to the Holy Swordsman. Because this is, the front line is just really about protecting the Holy Swordsmen in this team setup. So we just want to make sure the Holy Swordsmen stay alive. And the front line takes as much turns as possible except for the Golem. The Golem doesn't matter. He's just there to put the shield up. The Druid's there for the counterattack defense up. Una's there for the defense and attack up for the Holy Swordsman. And Jungleheart's there to take away that debuff that he puts on us. So this team I've been using on my own account for probably like a month now. And it works great. And I believe it's going to work great for you to see. But the thing is, as you can see, you're just lacking damage. So once you get the Holy Swordsman, once you max out the 2, 4, and 6, or you get better runes, whatever it is, and once you get them with more damage, the team is going to be faster. The more damage, the faster it's going to be. That's just the way you got to look at it. So for now, we're just looking to have a successful 100% run. That's all we're looking for. Not so much the time of the run. As long as it's not over like 3, 4 minutes, which it's not going to be because I already did it once. And it was right in that 2-minute mark, which I think is perfect. And these are just the guards. The guards you only have to hit once. Then you go to the boss. It's the boss fight that matters the most here. So just remember that when you guys are building your first lair teams. Because I believe this is his first lair team. I know he's tried to do it before. But I just think he just started building the monsters. He never actually started running lair. So hopefully this helps him. As you know, SpaceBallz loves to help you guys. But it looks like it's working great. It looks like it's working good. Because everything is just so fast. The supports are just so fast. They're taking so many turns. That everything is just working beautiful. See, by the time she gets low on HP, the Jungleheart, she's so fast that she's taking a turn and she's healing up. So she always has the skill up. Because she's so, look at her, she's so fast. She's just constantly keeping herself at full health. And when that happens, like when the Holy Swordsmen go crazy like that, it's game over. So that's pretty much what you're hoping for, is a bunch of procs. Now in the future, I would definitely build your 4th Holy Swordsman. So on the boss fight, you can just use 4 Holy Swordsmen in the back line. And I believe that will be a really good team for you. Okay, so let's get into the boss fight. Let's see how this goes. So we want Una lead. Eventually, when you get your runes, better runes, more upgraded, you can go with an attack lead. Or you can use the Holy Swordsman's crit rate lead. For now, just stick with the HP lead. So she's going to be in this team. Did I show her runes? Just in case I didn't. We just wanted her to be first. The goal with her was to make sure that she moves first in the team. And that's because of this skill right here. We want her to take the Holy Swordsmans, the 3 Holy Swordsmans, and use their skill 1 on the boss the first turn. And try to get as many procs as possible. Especially when the team is lacking damage. It's the most important thing. And eventually I would switch the Athena out for a 4th Holy Swordsman. This team I think works better with 4 Holy Swordsmen. It might work great with her as well too. I know a lot of people do use her, so it's fine either way. This should work great for you for now. This should be a great starting lair team. So here we go. Let's check it out. Let's see it in action. Let's do some auto fights. And worst comes to worst, we can always switch the Athena out for something else. Let's see it. Let's see if we can get it on our first try. See, that's if your Holy Swordsmen were doing more, if they had more attack on them with that first turn from the Athena, they should be able to make him jump on that first turn. That is the goal. But if they don't proc, obviously, it's not going to be enough damage. But it shouldn't make a difference, again, until you have the damage. This is your first lair team. So I think it's a great team to start with. I believe it's going to be pretty much between the 90-95% success rate. It might fail every now and then. It probably won't though, because of how fast I made your supports. Your supports are really, really fast, which is really going to help you in the long run here. And I made sure I gave Una a bunch of hit percentage to make sure she can keep up that attack down and the HP block. The HP block doesn't matter as much on Evil. I mean, it does matter, but not as much as it does. For some reason, on the Lawful Chimera, you really need an HP block because for some reason he just heals like crazy. So it is good to have it. So I made sure I put as much hit percentage on her as possible. The Dread doesn't really need any hit percentage in this. I know he had a slot 6 hit percentage, but he doesn't need that because there's nothing to strip here. I mean, yeah, for like Guild Wars and, you know, C12 and stuff like that. But you can always switch your Una's runes to him if you want to use him, you know, with hit percentage. So it really just, it depends where you're using the monsters. That's really what it comes down to. So you can always switch these runes around. So now you have made sets here. So you have 8 sets of rune sets here. So you can always switch them around. So if you're farming L12, you switch them to the monsters you're using for L12. Same thing with C12. So whatever monsters you're using, those are the monsters you put the runes on. For now, you want to farm lair for the next couple weeks. So this is where we want our runes. We wanted our best runes on our lair team. We don't want him to jump here. We need a heal before he jumps. Otherwise, the Holy Swordsmen are going to die. Oh, the Jungle Heart is dead. This is going to be a close one. We're just lacking a little bit of HP. So we're gonna have to do a little bit more rune upgrading. Okay, so I'll be right. We're gonna have to do a little bit more rune upgrading here. Or we can switch out the, okay. I'm gonna make a few changes and I'll be right back. Poof, we're back. Okay, so what I'm noticing is it's probably because the Dread skill is not skilled up, because I just did a run and it was successful. So I'm realizing that it's probably going to come down to damage and the fact that the Dread's 3rd skill is not skilled up. So the team works. It's just it's going to need a little bit more work. It's definitely in the right direction. You just need to get your Holy Swordsmen a little bit higher attack, and you need to skill up your Dread. I checked your stores to see if you had any extra Dread so we can try to skill him up, but you don't. And him being on a 6-turn cooldown is really, it's not good. It's not good for this. I mean, it's kind of one of the most important support skills next to the Jungle Heart in this lair run. The Jungle Heart's, you know, skill for the cleanse and the Druid's skill for the cleanse are the 2 most important things on this front line. So I tried to make them as fast as possible so they would be able to cycle turns. But you definitely want to get this Druid skilled up, because right now, if he was fully skilled up, he would take off that debuff, and that's where we're getting the most damage from, is because we have that debuff up right now. And see, the Jungle Heart just took it off, but if the Druid was fully skilled up, he'd be able to take it off before they took a hit, and that is what we're looking for here, is to make sure that debuff is not up at all. And you see now it's up again. So we'd be hoping that, you know, someone here would be able to get the immunity up. So it's just really going to come down to RNG and timing. The run, it will work. It is successful. It's just going to need a little bit more attack, and you need to get that Druid's 3rd skill skilled up as soon as possible. And once you do that, it should be between that 90 and 95% mark. I just wanted to at least get it to pass a couple times on video so you guys believe me. Now that I was off video, it passed, of course. And now that we're recording again, it's not going to pass. No. You guys know how it goes. See, like right here, it's really important that something takes off of this debuff before he hits us, or at least if Una can get the attack down, which I'm noticing she's not, and now she's dead, and that is the biggest problem here, is that we're not cleansing that debuff. And there's not really much I can do except for skill up the Druid. I can see if he has some Devilmons. Yeah, because it's really going to come down to the Druid third skill here. Let's see if he has... I would hate to feed him Devilmons, but... And the only other thing we could do is put more damage in the team. I just don't feel like... that would be... She doesn't have anything built. We could even probably do a second Jungle Heart instead. Can you try a second Jungle Heart? Alright, hold on. I'll be right back. One more time. Okay, guys, and we're back. Okay, so Epic fails SpaceBallz at his best. I figured out the issue. Now this team... I just wanted to show you guys that it is working. I have ran it a couple times. It is working. Let's hang on to that. So let me just show you here what the issue was. Now, Epic fails SpaceBallz at his best. Now, I just assumed that his Jungle Heart had the correct skill because I saw that it was maxed out. So it's an epic fail on my part. I should know better. I should always check the skills. But it's actually this skill here that you need to use for lair. So now, he doesn't have skill ups for this, and I'm not going to put Devilmons into this. There's no way I'm going to waste Devilmons on a Jungle Heart. So once you get this skilled up, the team will be where it's supposed to be. It does pass right now, but the issue is you need this recovery. You need this cooldown. You need this to 4 turns. And you need this to be way more higher in recovery. So she's max healing the whole team. Now, I did get the team to work a couple times. And again, I just don't, I feel like until you skill this up, until you max this out, it's not going to be 95 to 100%. But once you do that, it will be 195 to 100%. So we went back to Athena, because she works great, because she brings that extra damage. Again, you're just lacking damage, and you need to fix this skill. I'm such an epic fail. I was going through everything, and I'm like, what is wrong with this? And I realized that this skill here, because it's like one skill really makes that difference, guys. So just remember that when you're building your lair teams, that one skill really can make a whole difference on whether you're going to win the battle or lose the battle. So let's try another fight here. So this is the team. And I believe once you get that skill, I can't put Devilmons into it. You do have like 5 in storage, but I just cannot bring myself to put Devilmons into a Jungle Heart. You will pull some in the future. So once you skill that out, because I notice you have 2 other ones, and they're both, the issue is they're all max skilled out, but they're all skilled out on that single heal. And for lair, you do not want the single heal. You want the whole team heal. So I couldn't like switch to Jungle Heart. Otherwise, I would have just switched to Jungle Heart, 6-starred one, and then used that one. But the problem lies is that you skilled all of the same skills up on every single Jungle Heart. So once you fix that, once you get her 5 skill ups or 4 skill ups, whatever it is, and she has the 4-turn heal with the plus 50% heal, you will be good to go. This team will be 100%. And it is even working now, even without her being fully skilled up. It's just not going to be 100%. There's no way it's going to be 100% because that skill, like I told you, the Jungle Heart and the Druid is the most important thing to this front line with taking off that debuff. So until you get that and a little bit more damage, you're going to be around that 85-90% area of success rate. So once you do a couple summons, maybe you have Medusa already, because I think the Medusa 400% is coming out tonight. So maybe wait, but maybe do some like unknowns or something and try to pull some Jungle Hearts, because you just need 4. You need like 4 or 5. So just try to get some Jungle Hearts. Don't feed Devilmons to her. It's not worth it. You can wait it out. As long as you get like the attack down up and like the RNG goes your way, as you see, the team is full heal here. Like it's good. It's just that one skill was making the whole team fail, and I'm such an epic fail. I didn't even realize it. And I'm like, why does this team keep failing? There's no reason. Like, the supports are so fast. Like, there's no reason this team is failing. So I went back and I went over every single skill one by one. And I was like, there it is. There's the problem. Jungle Heart is not on the right skill. But as you can see, like, the team works. It works. It's just you need to get skill ups on the Jungle Heart. And I don't recommend feeding her Devilmons. I did feed 3 Devilmons to your Druid and max out his skill to make up for her not having her skill 2 maxed out. So for now, this team is working. As you can see, it worked beautiful. It's working beautiful. But I can tell you, until you skill that up, the Jungle Heart second skill, it's not going to be 100%. It works. It's good. You can farm with it. But just try to, you know, do some unknowns or something. Just try to get some jungle hearts. Try to get it, you know, skilled up. And I did, like I said, I did go through your other jungle hearts just in case. I was like, you know, let me check the other ones he has here, because he has, I believe he has 2 more. Where are they? Yeah, he has 2 more. So I checked both of these. And the sad thing is they're both maxed out, but they're both maxed to the wrong one. And when I saw this today, when I was building his team, I just assumed that it was the right skill, because I saw this one here and I was like, and it looks like almost the same. So you can't blame me too much, guys, because it almost looks exactly the same, like with the little heels. So I just assumed that it was the right one. Of course, it wasn't. And both of these jungle hearts have the same issue, where this one is skilled up and this one is not. So I'm sorry, but for lair, this is the one that needs to be skilled up, not the single heal. The single heal is not enough. You need a full team heal. Being she's pretty much like a solo healer. She's pretty much the only healer you have on this team. So it's very important. So just once you get that done, this team, I believe, is good to go. And then just skill up your Athena and get your Holy Swordsmans that attack up, and you should be good to go. This team is good to go. I call this a success 100%. This team is perfect. And the only thing you're missing here is skill ups in your jungle heart. Once you do that, I believe this team is 100% success rate. And you just need a little bit more damage. If you had more damage, it wouldn't matter as much to get her skilled up. But because you're lacking that damage, it is important. So, but this should work for now. This should get you through. You should be able to get some conflict runes for the next couple weeks until you get those jungle hearts. And as you get the jungle hearts, just skill her up and you'll be good to go. So I definitely call this a success. I did it a few times off video and it passed fine. We just did it on video and it passed fine. But like I said, it's not going to be 100%. I can tell you right now, without that skill to being fully skilled up, there is no way it's going to be 100%. I can promise you that, because I just know from experience. And I know that the Druid A3 and the Jungle Hearts A2 and A3 is the most important thing to this front line for this lair team, for this particular lair team. Because I've done so many, I've built so many, and in any time I've ever got that skill wrong, or like you just saw in the beginning when we were running the wrong A2, the team just fails. It's funny, but it's just like that one skill makes all the difference, and it's like the most important thing to the team. So just remember that, guys, when you're building your lair teams, you're building your jungle hearts, just make sure the A2, the A3 is right before you start putting skill ups into it, because then you have to go back and do it again. Not saying you can't get use out of, well, really no, because the jungle heart you really just want for that AoE heal. It's the most important thing. So yeah, it's kind of, you know, it is what it is. I mean, maybe you can use it in Guild Wars, but you see here, if it was fully skilled up, she'd be full healed right now, and this wouldn't be an issue. So if she doesn't get healed here or something, this run's probably gonna fail. Yeah, see, she died, so this run is most likely gonna fail, and that's what I was saying, because she's on a 5-turn cooldown, and she's not keeping up with the heals because it's just not skilled up. But I can't put that. I just cannot put. I'm saying Devil Mons. Here we go. I just cannot put skill cats into her, guys. I just can't do it. It's not in my nature to feed a Nat 3 skill cats. Devil Mons. I'm stuck in Summoning War. You guys know I played Summoning War for 5 years. It's never gonna go away. It's just a part of who I am. We might still be able to pull this off, maybe. If we can get enough damage, like if you had more damage, it wouldn't be a problem. It really wouldn't be a problem. So it's either you need to get skill ups in the jungle heart, or you need to get more damage on your swordsmans. One or the other. See, but we still pulled it off. You see, the team is there. It's good. You just got to work on that jungle heart. So I'm very happy with this. Like I said, I definitely call this a success. Just work on that jungle heart. And I am such an epic fail. That just shows you, do not assume anything. Check everything. So make sure that this is the skill. And it's funny because like we went over it in the beginning, and like I said, I just saw this here with 5 minutes. And I just assumed because it looks just like this skill, and I was like, because it's almost the same skill, except this one is a single and this one is a full. So it's important to have the full, obviously. So that's an epic fail by SpaceBallz. It's okay. We fixed it. We're good. So let's run it one more time. And like I said, I believe that this team, you can use it for now. Just work. If you want to feed Devil Mons to that jungle heart, and I did it again. You guys know you smiled, though. You guys know you smiled. If you want to feed skill cats to your jungle heart, that's totally up to you. You can do that. I'm not going to do it. If you want to do it, Totally fine if you want to give her cats. If you want it to be 100%, I understand. I get it. I mean, I've done stuff like that in the past on my own account, but this is not my account, so I can't make that decision. But if you get on here and you watch the video and you decide that you want to scale it up with your skill cats, no problem. It's up to you. If you want, if you feel like you want it to definitely be 100%, and that's what you want to do, then no problem. I did use 3 to finish off your druid, because I feel like with her skill not being fully skilled up, it's important that he is fully skilled up, and you had no extra druids. So I just got it out of the way because you had like 6 or 7 skill cats. So I just did it, got it out of the way, so you're good to go. So the only thing on this team you have to worry about is packing more damage on your Holy Swordsmen. You could actually leave Athena in here, but eventually I would switch her to a 4th Holy Swordsman. I believe that would be the end goal. And then just get your Jungle Heart with, just fix that A2. Just skill up that A2 and you are good to go. And I believe this team will be good for you for months. You can just farm lair to death. And this team will actually work everywhere. It'll work in chaotic. It's not as fast in chaotic because the Holy Swordsmen are weak. But you can actually, you have a Cypress building. So you can actually switch one of the Holy Swordsmen to Cypress. And that'll work just as fine too. So you definitely want to start building him. And as far as lawful goes, this team will work perfect in lawful. So you pretty much are set. You pretty much are set. I'm very happy with the results here. It ended up being a long one, but that's okay. And I spent about 3-4 hours on this account total. But hey, it's worth it. It helps you guys. It gets you guys in the right direction. And I love doing it. I love helping you guys. It's the best part of this whole YouTube thing. It's just helping you guys, making you guys happy. Yeah, this one's gonna fail. You see, that's the problem. This one's gonna fail for sure. Well, maybe not. But just a single Holy Swordsman, I don't think he's gonna be able to do enough damage. That's the problem. But again, once you make these small adjustments, you should be good to go. I just like to see I like to see it pass a couple times. But we've seen it pass about four times already. So we know it can do it. It's just that Jungle Heart skill is really important. It's really important. Yeah, I don't think we're going to do it here. This will be the first fail. But like I said, I told you guys, there's no way it's going to be 100%. It's impossible. It's not going to happen. So there's our first fail. But it all goes down. It all comes down to her second skill. So, but like I said, it's, and I keep saying it, but it's not going to be 100%. It's not going to be 100% because of our A2. So if you want to give her skill cats and make it 100%, that's up to you. It's just I couldn't bring myself to do it. I thought about doing it. I really did. I thought about doing it. I was like, but it's just it's not my decision to make because it is a nat 3 at the end of the day, and I just couldn't justify myself in doing it, so I didn't do it. So, like I said, it's in the right direction. The team is where it needs to be. It should pass between 80 and 90% of the time where it is right now in the current state. But that AoE heal is very important because she is the solo healer on this team. So it comes down to a little bit of RNG with the Holy Swordsmen, the damage they're dealing out, and the RNG of the Jungle Heart getting that heal up. And she is really fast, so I feel like she should be able to, because she is plus 200 speed. But a 5-turn cooldown is a long time, and she's only healing, 10% supposed to, I think 55, 60%. So that is a big, big difference. But do some unknowns, see if you can get some Jungle Hearts. I'm sure you'll come across them in the next week or so. Or maybe even do some Mystics and see if you can get some, because they come out all the time. I mean, they're always, like, I'm always pulling Jungle Hearts. My storage is full of Jungle Hearts, and that's why I couldn't feed her skill cats. I just couldn't do it because of how many Jungle Hearts I have in storage. I'm just like, I cannot feed a Nat 3 Jungle Hearts. I cannot feed a Nat 3 skill cats. I just can't do it. I don't have it in me. I won't do it. But that's going to end it for this one. Whether we pass or fail, it's going to end it. It looks a lot better here, though. You can kind of tell when it's going to pass and when it's going to fail. And when the Holy Swordsmen do big damage like that, that is what we need to see. That is a really good thing. So as you can see here, this passed beautifully, and that's what we're looking for. So just fix the A2, Crazy Pants, and you're good to go. You're good to go. I think that was perfect. We did good. We'll keep that. It has speed on it. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this one. Crazy Pants, I hope this helps you. If you need any more further help, just come on Discord. You're already on Discord. Let me know. I'll help you out. Well, you know, if you have any questions or anything like that, to anybody else, if you're not a part of the Discord, make sure you go down to the description. You get a part of the Discord because it's growing rapidly and there's so much help there. And I always post all the updates and all of that stuff in the Discord chat. If you're not a part of the giveaway, make sure you go down to the description and you get a part of the giveaway because we do have a giveaway going on. The random giveaway is going to be any day now. And I got a huge surprise for you guys. So make sure you're commenting and liking on all of the videos to be a part of that. But as always, guys, I love you. Thank you so much for the support. I'll see you in the next one. SpaceBallz out. Peace.